good now.
I did something bad.
They say they see you.
Yeah, Google Hangouts just connected. Should be on. Good. Yes. Okay.
Yay. Okay, good.
Something happened to my thing.
He was sweating. I've never seen that before.
Man, I value myself a pretty tech savvy kind of guy. I just probably cost myself a shit ton of views. Sorry, YouTube, for the S word, but that's okay.
Thrifty Santa is in my chat. Look at that.
Okay. Anyways, back to the real world, guys. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to do some serious tech support later, troubleshooting, because I don't know what happened. Anyways, thank you guys for coming back over. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so into the real world, we have double cameras. You guys probably didn't see it, but that's the camera I use. I'm on a camera. We have 2 mics set up. We've got the whole setup there. I'll show you from this way.
I feel pretty proud of myself. I got a mic. I got a camera. I feel legit.
Yeah, this is like basic YouTube 101.
I feel legit right now.
You have to have basic setups. Okay, anyway, so thank you guys for hanging around. That's my bad for not being on live earlier. And okay, so we have 3 important topics. I was just discussing them a minute ago before you guys could actually hear me on my channel. So number 1 is that Poshmark had a big update. And I mentioned it, but Sid did a video on it, and so everyone flipped out. 30 cents, everyone's losing their minds. Of course, every time the USPS updates their pricing by 30 cents, everyone loses their mind too. So I guess it's legit. Especially a lot of the people on Poshmark have never experienced a shipping update price.
It has been a few years, yes. I have experienced, I think when I started on Poshmark, it was $4.95 shipping.
$4.95 is pretty cheap.
$4.95 shipping. And they've had a couple of increases since then, but it's been a couple years. It has been a couple years since they have increased their prices.
Yeah.
And USPS has increased several times in the past few years. So I'm honestly surprised it didn't happen before now.
Yeah.
But for them to only go up 30 cents is pretty phenomenal.
30 cents. So with what USPS did, the average was like anywhere from like 60 to 80 cents, which is double that amount. So it wasn't too bad. 30 cents is actually, considering it was $6.49, when most of the padded flat rates are $6.90, they're still less than what that was. So it's not horrendous. It could be worse. It could be way worse.
I mean, for jeans and shoes, it's a good deal when you're shipping stuff over a pound.
Yeah, for jeans and whatnot, it is a good deal. Okay. So I think the padded flat rate increased too much because people stuffing them so bad. Yeah, that's probably Stacy, probably dead on with that one. What was the other one? Oh, so the second update was about some legal stuff that I want to talk about that came up in a thread today in my Facebook group that was huge. It got a lot of discussions. And also, I was just saying that I read a story that Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, was being extorted, but that wasn't actually my news story.
Cash price is now $6.79.
$6.79 instead of $6.49. It went up a whopping 30 cents since last week. It just happened on Monday, right?
It updated today, so it went into effect today. But the controversy is that for us to be able to discount shipping, they kept the discounted shipping price at $4.99. So now it takes $1.80 out of our earnings instead of $1.50.
Wait, what? Go back. I just missed that.
Okay, so before, for us to discount shipping, when we're sending out,
the discount, yeah.
Gotcha. The discount was $1.50, and that's $50. So now
it's $1.80.
$1.80, and it's taking 30 cents more out of our earnings. But I mean, that's not a lot.
$1.80. I mean, you have to give a discount. So
yeah, the shipping discount, guys, is really important in making sales on Poshmark. I mean, $6.79. It's not a lot in terms of what the label covers, but for people who are used to like Amazon Prime and free shipping and things like that, $6.79 kind of scares people.
They get mad.
Yeah, when they have to. So for you to be able to offer them $4.99 shipping, $4.99, and this was what I was concerned with yesterday before we knew if it was going to still be $1.50 off because that would have put it at like $5.29. So it looks better in terms of a price if it's $4.99. It's a psychological thing.
Buyers are driven by psychological things.
And this is what I was trying to tell people yesterday in my group was I really hope they keep it at $4.99. I would rather pay the 30 cents and keep the price at $4.99 because somebody is going to be more likely to buy something at $4.99 shipping versus $5.29 shipping because $5.29 looks bad. $4.99 looks way better.
Yeah, it does. Mental things with people's minds. Buyers just work in a weird way. So they that's just the way they work.
Thank you, Christine. We are definitely working on some more PDFs for the entrepreneur group.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
We'll be posting some more in there.
Yep, there'll be more PDFs, more bolos, more groups, more all kinds of cool stuff going on. I'm going to delete that video because there was other people waiting.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me delete that one.
Yes, Star. We can definitely work the 30 cents into...
Yeah, you can work 30 cents in the listing.
Yeah, if 30 cents is breaking you, then you need to go and you need to reevaluate your pricing.
We were just discussing the increase in Poshmark shipping price this week. Who's the new lady? Macari, that's Sid. If you haven't, go back and watch all the videos.
Hi.
He's from my old area. I haven't sold on Poshmark. They don't have a free shipping option where the seller pays shipping costs. That
yes, they do.
Sucks. Yeah, you can offer the buyer a discount.
It's going to take the entire price out of your
earnings. It'll take the whole $6.79 now off of your entire earnings. Yeah, you can. Absolutely. Increase in shipping price. Okay, so the second thing was so a topic came up today, and I know that some of you have experienced it, but not all of you. And if you ever experience it, please watch this video in the future. Please take this to heart. If somebody sends you a letter or a message on eBay or Amazon or what have you, and it says to please remove the listing, please remove the listing. The reason that you need to remove the listing is because they probably own the trademark. There aren't a random bunch of people bouncing around looking for trademark removals. In other words, it means it's probably a lawyer or at least their legal representative, and they may sue you. Somebody got a message from an Even Flow baby pump, a breast pump today and said, please remove it. And it was brand new, but that doesn't matter that it's brand new. It could be used, it could be brand new, it could be anything. And a lot of people were like, oh, it's protected by first sale doctrine. If you don't know what the first sale doctrine is, just Google it, first sale doctrine. But the problem is the companies are not suing you for the resale of the item. So let me give you an idea of this. So these are actually Cavassier. It's a brand of cognac, Cavassier shot glasses. Cavassier is not selling or suing me for selling their shot glasses. They're suing me because I don't have the right to use the word Cavassier. They did not give me, or their logo, which is this little diamond spade thing. I don't have the right to use it. So I'll give you one that you guys might understand a little bit better because nobody knows what the hell Cavassier is. So Grey Goose bottle. So if I decided to resell this bottle, it's empty.
All of the random things that are within.
I know, always within. Right, so this is empty. So let's just say I wanted to sell the bottle to a guy that collects bottles. I do not have the right to use the word Grey Goose vodka. Even though the words gray and goose and vodka are all just generic terms, the term Grey Goose vodka is trademark. It's licensed. They own it. And that's why whenever you look at things like this, they have the fancy little TM on the back. And the other thing I don't have the right to use is this little right there. The geese flying over the mountains and the Alps, the French Alps. This is all Grey Goose's logo, trademark, IP, image. They own this. This is theirs, not yours. So while they can't stop me from selling this bottle because I own it from first sale doctrine, they can stop me from taking photos or words that belong to their trademark. So this is how companies get you. Many of you might know that I was sued many years ago. It's going on 5 years now. No, 6 years. Wow, it's been 6 years. I was not sued for reselling cell phones, contrary to popular belief. I was sued for trademark infringement. In other words, the cell phone company that I was selling their phones, I was selling the phone. So where's my phone? I was selling my phone, and in that phone was a picture of an apple. Apple didn't sue me, but another cell phone company. And I did not have the right to use that logo. And so that's what I was sued for. So if you ever get a message on eBay telling you to take down an item, They do not have to go through eBay to tell you that. It is a courtesy. They are warning you. If you don't listen to them, they will go through eBay. They will have your listing removed. In most cases, they will suspend you, just like they suspended me. Rewind to my 7-day Minecraft suspension. Minecraft suspended me. And in the extreme cases, which is entirely wholly possible, they will send you a lawsuit, which will cost you, just for the lawyer to open the paperwork, $5,000. How do I know that? Because I had to spend that. I got very lucky and paid a little less, but I still spent $47,000 in 12 months on a lawyer who never walked into a courtroom. We never made it past phone calls. So, all
right, Patriot Picker has a good question. It says, since you guys recommend listing frequently to make sales, is Poshmark geared towards the reseller and not so much the person clearing out their stuff? I feel like you could do both. I feel like the person who's just clearing stuff out of their closet isn't necessarily concerned about listing frequently or getting sales every day. So they're going to be more willing to wait for their sales. So versus a reseller who's going to get more sales because they are listing every day.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like it's good for both people, honestly. I mean, obviously it's going to be better if you're listing stuff every day. Some people probably have enough stuff in their closet to list every day. Jennifer says, I had a customer ask me if it was going to be $4.99, and I said yes, not knowing it was going to be a different price. The price should still be $4.99 because it's taking $1.80 out of your earnings. The discount is $1.80 now, so the price is still $4.99.
Right.
Thank you, Adam.
Yep. So make sure you guys are putting them either in one of our chats. The question I have, we'll answer them. So first thing is the Poshmark shipping went up. Second is, if you ever receive a legal takedown notice, just listen to it. Yes, it happens where competition and fake people will do it. Most times it is not the case. It is legit, and you better listen to them. Thought it was something on my screen. Oh my God, trying to wipe the doorknob behind Casey's head off my phone. Oh, he's talking about the doorknob right there. Okay, anyway, so, okay. Third part of our thing. We have, I told you guys you needed to sign up by the end of the live show tonight. The training classes, we signed up well over half, almost 3/4. So they're running out of spots. I figured they would sell out by this weekend. If you haven't had a chance, eBay, Amazon, and Posh, or you can buy the combos or the trios. They are all available on the website. If you need A to Z, step-by-step, eBay, Amazon, and Poshmark training, you can just go right to my website and click the reseller training tab, and then scroll down and pick the one that you want. We are almost out of spots.
Are going to be on the website. I'm about to add it. Click edit video.
Yeah. So I just in the chat, just you can add it to the bottom too. No, I didn't get banned. Did somebody get banned? I just got banned from eBay. I'm busy moving 1,400 items to Poshmark. Wow, what would you get banned from? I got a suspension about a year ago for a Minecraft shirt that was unlicensed. Minecraft did not warn me. Once again, they do not have to warn you. They can just take it through eBay and take you down, or they could just send you a lawsuit. They do not have to warn you. That is a courtesy. A cease and desist letter is a courtesy, because if that means they went through the process of warning you or cease and desisting you, they haven't filed a lawsuit yet, usually. And if you listen, you're pretty much good to go. Most cease and desist just tell you, take it down, don't do it again, give us any inventory that you have, at which point you can just say, hey, this is the only one I have, here you go. And they can suspend you for no reason. So pretty much that's the way it goes. Microphone sounds fine. I tested it out a little while ago. Yeah, Maxwell reselling is really good right now. So yeah, they can definitely send you an email saying you're indefinitely suspended. I would be interested to see what it was if you want to send me the message. RockstarFlipper@gmail.com. I will take a look at that for you. You're probably done, but you can definitely try.
I added the online course sign up to my description box if anybody.
Okay, good. I'll add it in mine too.
In my chat.
Primetime, Dominic says I was put in eBay jail for a Jack Daniels Vero and lost my entire Instagram account. Wow. Candace, why are sales so slow? So we talked about this the other day.
It's cold.
Did we talk about this on Instagram or Facebook Live? Not on YouTube, right? I think. So we talked about three things. I remember all three things. So we talked about the fact that there's been some crappy weather that's definitely hurt some people. We talked about the fact that people are in between tax money. So everyone just got their W-2s back last week. So no one's really had time to file taxes and process them, which the IRS is behind anyways, I'm sure, from the government shutdown. Another factor in the slow sales is the government shutdown.
No, it hasn't.
780,000 people didn't get paychecks for 3 weeks. And they may not get paychecks after next week, depending on what happens. So a whole lot less people with spending money. And those 780,000 people with government jobs are people that are frivolously spending money because they make good money. We're talking about people that make $150,000 a year in most cases. So the government shutdown, the weather, in between tax money, typically you'll see more money spent coming up with spring break. People are going to want to buy summer stuff, spring clothing, vacation stuff. They want to prep for spring break and summer. So you'll see an upswing in sales. So you see that upswing in December through January, and then you see the downswing in the end of January, February through March, and then up again in March, April, and May. And then down again in June, July, and August, and then up again fourth quarter. So
okay, Perfectly Posh 9 has a good question. Do you think it's better to accept a lowball offer, negotiate, or decline in terms of the algorithm?
Counter.
I don't think you should ever decline. Obviously, the ideal thing to do is to counter. However, if you have a person who's being annoying, the best thing you can do is just let it sit. If you get I usually say go with your gut. If you have a bad gut feeling about somebody and you don't want to deal with them, just let it sit there. I never decline anything. I'll either
Does that count as annoying? Is that movie? I don't know.
What are you talking about right now?
What's that Minion movie with the girl? Does this count as annoying?
Despicable Me?
Yeah, you said if a buyer's being annoying. Yeah, anyways, Terry.
If Casey tries to buy something from you, block him.
Yeah, block me. Terry, thanks for the $5 super chat, by the way. I appreciate it. But yeah, always, I'm with her. Always counter or negotiate. You can always, listen, if you put it up for 30 and they offer you like 10, you can always go to like 28.
You can counter, absolutely. That's the ideal situation, but I totally get when you're just not in the mood to argue with people. So I never decline. I just let it sit there.
Somebody asked, why did the government shut down? Because our government is full of idiots from the top to the bottom, left and right, Republican and Democrat, president to speaker of the toilet. They're all garbage. I hate politics. I hate all of them. I don't like any of them. I'm not on any side, and you can take that to the bank. Do you have to be a business license? Do you have to have a business license if you're a sole proprietor? So there's no such thing as a business license. I get this question probably once a day at least. There's no such thing as a business license. So you have to register your business with the IRS using an EIN, or you can operate as a social security number sole proprietor. So that's fine. And then inside of your state, each state and county has a different set of rules. Like here in Florida, I register my business since I'm an LLC. I pay like $144. Speaking of, I have to pay that by the end of March. Ooh, yay. And then my county, every county in Florida requires you to pay a county one. Our county is $30 for the year. So I pay $174 to register my business. It's not a license. It's just registering your business to do business in the state and in the county and with the government. As far as a license, some places have what's called like a secondhand license. Typically, that's brick and mortar. Sometimes they require it for online businesses. I'm not really sure where would. Florida only requires it if you have a location that people walk into. If you do not have a brick and mortar or customers do not come into your location, you do not require a secondhand license in Florida, which is me. I don't require that because I don't have a place people come into. When I used to have an office, we did have it and that was like $50 or something. We did have it because people would come into my office to sell us merchandise and whatnot. If you're meeting people in parking lots and working out of your home, at least in Florida, I would say it's probably not necessary, but you'll have to check with your state. Department of Revenue will know. Anyway, so that's how that works. Okay, so is there a glitch on Posh where new item listed or items that are shared is not showing up?
I haven't experienced that, but there is this thing on Posh where they have the markets now. You have to go to your main screen in the app, the first screen that comes up when you open the app, and go to where you can select the markets and make sure that all is selected. I'll pull it up and show it to you. Hold on. Yeah. So
using eBay glitches to your benefit. Most eBay glitches do not benefit the seller.
So up here, and let's see if you guys can see this.
Put it all the way to the camera and then bring it back.
There we go. So up in that corner where it says all, right up here in this corner, Yeah, there you go. Hold it. So you can see where it says all up here in this corner. You need to make sure it says all there. If you click on that menu, it'll bring you a drop-down menu. If you have men's, women's, kids selected, it's only going to show you items of those listings. And then when you go to your actual closet, it's only going to show you that market in your own closet. And if it's not changed on the main screen, your closet will keep defaulting to that market.
Wow.
You have to change it on the main screen.
That's interesting.
Martin, people think their listings are disappearing, and
they're not. They're just not looking at the right thing.
On the right screen.
Does that make sense, guys? If you're on Posh, those of you on Posh will know. What am I drinking? It's orange juice and vodka. What is that? A fuzzy navel? I don't even know what that's called. What? Screwdriver. No, screwdriver. My bad. Fuzzy navel's peach schnapps.
He doesn't know what he's drinking.
Some states and municipalities have business licenses. So yeah, like we have a secondhand license, but it's not required for me because I don't have a brick and mortar. Should you go one? This is a good question, Beth. Should you go one anchor store or two premium stores selling clothing? It spreads out above two stores. Two premiums is going to cost you $120, and that's what I would do. You'd get 2,000 listings. Definitely go with two premiums over one anchor. If you grow above that, then maybe you could close both premiums and combine into one anchor store. I bet Posh is doing a software update. I believe Posh is in the middle of a lot of updates right now, honestly. New year, new Posh, so entirely possible.
I'm not drinking Bud Light. I'm drinking Diet Coke, ginger lime.
Ginger lime Diet Coke, yeah. Did you know some cities require exotic dancer licenses? Yes, the state and city want to collect taxes on our adult entertainers. That's exactly right. Couldn't see the phone screen, Sydney. Faced the wrong way. Can you show again to my audience?
Yes, and then people are asking about the draft feature. Some people have the draft feature and some people don't, and I don't know why this is. Here, let me see if I can get this to show up.
I am located outside of Tampa, Florida. My camera. Here, for everyone that missed it on my little thing. Let's zoom out.
Top
corner,
right
the all button.
Time.
And when you click this all button right over here,
it brings up the market.
Yep, there's all the markets. So you have to go search for the correct.
So you have to make sure all is selected to see all of your listings in your closet. Otherwise, it's going to default.
Yep. When am I having a meetup in Sydney, Australia? Tomorrow.
I'll go to Australia.
Tomorrow, if one of you will buy me a plane ticket and hotel.
We will go to Australia.
We'll be on it, man. On it like Donkey Kong. Sydney sent you a PM from Trey.
Okay, I will check my messages.
My wholesale supplier is asking for a license. What should I tell them? Example, I'm not required to have a license. No, they are asking you for a sales tax certificate is what they want. You need to register for your sales tax certificate in your state. It is free, but you need to do it on your Department of Revenue website, depending on what state you're in. That's what they're asking for. They want a reseller certificate, not a license. It's different.
There are a lot of people, guys, who don't have the draft feature, and Poshmark is not giving a lot of answers. Usually these things are rolled out a little bit faster, so I'm not sure why not everyone has it.
I would imagine next month or the month after.
I feel like they've had to do a lot of work for this shipping increase to completely update the app. I'm pretty sure that's why they were having all these glitches, and I'm pretty sure they are working on Poshmark Canada and adding that in. So they probably have a lot of other things that are priority right now, and the drafts feature is probably way down on their list.
Probably. Yeah.
Like they're probably more concerned about launching Poshmark Canada.
Jefferson Diaz, thank you for first time live. Yeah, I agree. They're working a lot on Canada. Definitely Posh working on Posh Canada. Those of you that are not on Posh don't know that or didn't go to Posh Fest. Don't forget the like button. Small town pickers. Yeah, thank you. Small town.
Please hit the
like buttons, please, on both channels. Really. So a reseller's license is a sales tax license. No. A sales tax certificate is not just for resellers. It is for any business to collect sales tax. It is a sales tax certificate. It is not a license. A lot of people confuse these two things. There is no such thing as a reseller's license. There are secondhand license and peddler license and trader license. That is not what they are looking for. They're looking for a sales tax certificate. It is different. Please use the correct terminology, guys. People don't understand what you're saying and they get confused. And I get that question probably once or twice a day at least.
A Perfect Buy wants to know if we sell on Macari. I have sold a little bit on Macari. I have done better with like novelty items and random things than I have with just regular clothing. So if you have anything unique, I would recommend listing on Macari, or it does better with like hard goods.
Martin says we'll be thrifting together. Yeah, I know you're not too far away from me, so I'll have to get together with you sometime. Yeah, Riki, it's okay. A lot of people confuse reseller license and reseller certificate. It's just two different things. And I get the question a lot. So it's okay. It's totally okay. We get this sales tax certificate from the state. Correct. Sales tax certificates come from your state Department of Revenue, and you will submit the sales tax to the state. It is not federal. It does not go to the IRS. It goes to your state. Money from Mars, thank you for catching me live. I appreciate that. There is probably, I would say, I need to do a video on the most asked things that I get asked, but I can tell you the 5 biggest questions I get asked. Number 1 is, do I need a business license, which we just discussed. There's no such thing. Number 2 is people not understanding sales tax and federal tax. Like, this one scares me the most because people are insane when they ask me these questions. They don't know the difference. And I don't hold it against anyone because I know when I was new, I didn't know, but it is super scary to not know the difference between those. Number 3 is probably, do I wash all of my clothes? Which is almost a guaranteed yes. We wash a big majority of our clothes. There's some stuff that we wash. Yeah, I'm better at washing our inventory than I am my own. I tried to run laundry today 3 times. I forgot every time I went out there to run the laundry. Annoying because I need clothes tomorrow. So that's probably like the 3rd biggest question. The 4th biggest question I get asked is, do I have a video about shipping? Which is one of my most watched videos is like, can I show them how to ship? Like, shipping is like a question that people just don't understand. And I guess way back in the day when somebody said
shipping scares people.
Yeah, when somebody asked me what first class shipping was, or I asked somebody what first class shipping was, I literally didn't even know what the words first class meant. I'm like, first class? Does that mean it's like high class?
When I first started, I shipped everything in small flat rate.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Like,
I would ship the whole lot.
Those were only like $5. So.
Yeah, they were like I remember $4.90 so $4.95, something like that. Do we do any meetups? We do. And Granite State Transparency is in Tampa tonight. She asked me to meet up. I would love to meet up with her. Granite State Transparency. She's got an amazing channel if you haven't watched her. She's growing, she's up and coming. She's from way out west. Originally, she's from this coast. She's from up north, but she lives out west now in California. And incredible channel. And she's here, and I'm so mad. I might be able to hook up with her tomorrow. She's awesome, and she's always here to support the channel. And I need to spend more time on her channel because I really do love her channel. And go, if you haven't had a chance, go check out Granite State Transparency. She has nothing to do with the reselling, but her channel will intrigue you, and it's awesome. And I think she's really great at YouTube. And she's here in my city in Tampa at 7th Avenue in Ybor. And I'm super disappointed that it was tonight because it's our Thursday night show. So, of course, I couldn't be there. But if she's here tomorrow, Chrissy, please message me tonight. Please. I promised her I would meet up with her, and I think she has an incredible channel. So, Jefferson, thank you so much. I pay federal tax and California tax. Do I have to pay city tax online? I don't know California law. We do not have a city tax. We have just state sales tax. So I don't know your laws in California. I do know several people in California. I have a very good friend in San Francisco and another friend in just outside of LA. I don't know the city tax laws. I don't think you guys do, but I could be wrong. Ask a CPA for sure. Hello from Oklahoma.
Donatella just asked me how I'm shipping out my items in Florida. I brought them with me.
Yep, she did. She packed up the car.
And I have bought more.
Reseller certificate is so that you're sales tax exempt and need to collect and pay sales tax collected from buyers in your state. Absolutely. Tiffany, a finder's keeper, 100% nail on the head. So I'm going to open it up. If you have questions, you guys can always ask, because those were just the topics we wanted to cover, which we did, about the shipping increase and about the legal takedown notices and about the taxes and the most asked questions I get. How many sales before I get a tax ID or incorporate? One. You need to report any and all income. There are some minimums in some states for profit, but you still need to report it, and then you can write it off and not pay, depending. But if you're going to start a business and you're serious, you need to register for a tax ID, or you need to operate under your social security number as a sole proprietor. Either way, irs.gov, it will sign up. It's free. And then register in your state. Your state will cost you money, almost every state. California is $800 as a business. If you operate without registering as a social security number, they don't charge you.
Christine is also in Philly, like Star and Keith, and does not have to pay sales tax on clothes.
No sales tax on clothes in Pennsylvania. Correcto.
That is crazy.
If you pay tax when you buy, do you still pay tax again when you sell? Yes. So sales tax is on a transaction. A lot of people get mad because they're like, why do I got to pay tax on a used item that I'm selling? Because it's not on the item, it's on the transaction. Sales tax is based on the exchanging of money for goods. It doesn't matter if it's new or used. The federal tax is based on an amount of profit that you make, no matter what you sell. So yes, the answer is yes. Jamie says in 2020, California will have an oxygen tax. I think they already do the oxygen bars. They probably tax that. Can I bulk edit to add return policy to all my listings? 2, 7, 8 connections. Yes, you can bulk edit your return policy. Go to actives, select all, hit edit all, and then at the top, select all again and choose return policy and hit add to all, and then select the policy that you want. Hit save and hit submit. Congrats on your success. Matthew, thank you. Appreciate that. If you're talking about the channel. My house is so tiny, my business is big. Yeah, Candace, you've been buying a lot. I would recommend a storage unit, or at least at least storage shed outside. You don't pay sales tax when you sell. You collect from your in-state buyers. You do collect sales tax when you make a sale to your in-state buyers. When you are selling, you are collecting the sales tax. But it is only on in-state buyers, and it is changing a lot. If you haven't seen my videos on those, there's a whole lot of new laws.
Renee says, what are your thoughts regarding bots for Poshmark and how many times Lord. Is good to self-share?
Here we go.
You cannot do bots. No bots. None.
It's against policy. A lot of people do it.
In terms of self-sharing, I recommend sharing your closet at least 3 times a day. If you have more items than you can share 3 times a day, you need to pick at least 100 of them to share 3 times a day.
We know that people use the bots. I'm aware. A lot of people use it. A lot of people got dogged, called out. It is against terms of service, and technically they can suspend you for doing it. They haven't suspended everyone. They did suspend some people, but if you have to operate your business off a false sense of programming that could be turned off tomorrow, you shouldn't operate your business that way. Just saying. Not to mention, I think it's scummy. That's just me. Yeah, Candace, you need to get some kind of storage unit. No doubt about it. Robot discrimination. Listen, I just think that there's better ways to do things. And I think that if you're running a business the correct way, you don't have to backdoor things.
Correct. There's no need for you to have a bot if you're doing everything else right.
Yeah, Candace, you definitely, if your stuff, this is a good question. I get this a lot too. What if your stuff is overtaking your house, your inventory, your clothes, your storage? What do you do? I've only got 2 answers for that, really. One is a storage unit or a storage shed or something outside of your house, either in the backyard. You can buy one of those storage sheds. The problem with that is the weather, people breaking in, animals, tornadoes, hurricanes, rain. There's so many things that could happen to an outside storage shed. With a storage unit, yeah, it's going to cost money. Temperature controlled, climate controlled. You're a little bit more safer, but you have to drive to them, plus spend the money. Kind of a better option, but it's expensive. Some of these units can be $150, $200 a month. That's why people lose them. That's option 1. Option 2 is renting an office or building, which is the most expensive. Putting in for a lease, it's really, really a lot. So.
Hickory Springs is asking, is Poshmark handling the new sales tax for states requiring it? We honestly have no idea. Oh. They have not updated anybody on this.
So eBay and Amazon have started collecting automatically for about 5 states, like Massachusetts, Washington, like a couple others, Iowa, Minnesota maybe. There's like 4 or 5 states they've started collecting for. They haven't done the other platforms. They haven't done Florida. I check on it like every day. And so I'm just collecting sales tax from my Florida customers or calculating it out of my own pocket, and I'll just pay again for first quarter. Outside of that, you just have to wait and see, essentially. Is that my daughter? Yeah. Do I look that old? Jesus.
Do I look that? Yeah.
Sales tax certificate versus resale permit. It's the same thing. Is 40,000 self-shares over 30 days too much? That's 1,300 a day. Depends on how many items you have, really. I mean, if you've got like 10 items, you keep sharing them 100 times a day. Yeah, that's too much. But
Stephanie asks, how are people able to sell housewares on Posh? You can list anything on Posh, but it's not allowed. And if you get reported, your account will be suspended. So if you are listing non-compliant items and people report you, they can kick you off. So it's not recommended.
Star wants to know, why doesn't everyone have a serial killer room for storage? Because not all of our names are Dexter. Everyone that likes Dexter will know what I'm talking about. Agree about the mice problem. Spent days clearing out and cleaning middle of the night. Yeah, Paul, you know what? I'm glad you guys mentioned that. Kate, her SUV sits outside, and it's actually at the shop, but it's having some issues. Brand new SUV, 2019, had it for a couple months, and it kept having electrical problems up in the front end and the LCD screens. It turns out there was a mouse inside from just being outside in the garage. I mean, we don't have mice in the house, but they just roam the neighborhood. And so she got one, and so it happened. There's not really a whole lot we could do.
Someone asked, is the algorithm a bot? No, the algorithm is not a bot. The
it's
algorithm
internal source code.
Is a source code set in place so that the app doesn't crash, because if it was showing everything to everybody at once, it wouldn't be able to function.
Riki says, to sell stuff with no purchase receipts, I can, as long as I don't claim any exemptions. Yeah, I mean, if you don't keep your receipts for what you pay for something and you buy it for $5 and sell it for $50, your profit is not $45, it's $50, because you can't prove you paid $5 for it. So you're going to pay taxes on more. You can certainly sell stuff. You could sell $100 grand worth of merchandise that you paid $50,000 for and not keep a receipt and claim $100,000 in profit because you have no way to prove what you paid for it. That would be silly. You always want to write off what you paid for something. You have to keep the receipts. If you don't, then you lose out on that deduction, and that's just costing yourself money. That's silly.
Renee asks, any tips on how to increase sales? I've done everything. I've seen tips from all the YouTubers. I self-share constantly. I do the 30-minute method and add items every day, and still my sales are close to zero. Number one is to stop doing the 30-minute method.
Yes.
Stop doing it. That's not helping you. There's no like magic method that's going to help you get sales. You need to continuously be adding inventory, new inventory, not deleting and relisting old inventory. You need to be adding new inventory every single day.
Yep.
You need to be sending out offer to likers every single day. You have stuff that's been sitting that is not selling and you have had for a very long time. It's probably not going to sell, and you need to at least sell it at a price to make your money back and get your money back and use that to buy new inventory.
Yep.
So, and then self-sharing your closet 3 times a day. Right now, what's going to help you the most is listing new inventory every single day.
New stuff, fresh stuff, consistency that knows. Ramiro, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Thanks for all the advice and help. You're welcome, bud. I appreciate you being here. Becky, what do you use as sales tax deduction, or use as a tax deduction for write-off on the business? Ask a CPA. There are hundreds of things you can write off. Your cost of goods, your shipping labels, your shipping materials, your eBay fees, your PayPal fees. If you have a website, if you have an email server, your cost of your eBay store, your Amazon store. You can write off your computer, your cell phone, half of that, half your internet. There's tons of stuff. You really need to ask a CPA because there's literally dozens and dozens of things. Travel, tolls, anything you did for business.
Christine asks, how do you save your receipts from Goodwill? Mine are hardly readable because the paper, I guess, is getting lighter with time. If you have QuickBooks, they have an app that you can download, and you literally just take a picture of the receipt with your phone, and it saves it.
Yep.
It literally scans it into your QuickBooks app, and it's there forever.
When I use QuickBooks, whenever I'm adding in my expenses that I have a receipt for, I just take a picture. Have I ever had an alligator come near the house? Not up to the house because we live in a neighborhood, but out on the main street just outside of our neighborhood, a big alligator got hit by a truck one night. It blew the tires on the truck and ruined his bumper, but he destroyed that alligator. It was in like 5 pieces. Is it a good idea to buy in bulk thrift clothes? Depends on where you're getting it. There's some sources that are decent.
The Sisters Wood says, how do you get receipts from garage sales, estate sales, etc., and freebies? Freebies you don't need a receipt for. Garage sales and estate sales, if you go to Walmart, you can actually get a receipt book where you can keep track of what you're spending at the garage sales. Little
like just date what you bought, how much you paid, and maybe like the neighborhood you're in or something.
What is the max number on Posh we can share and follow? I'm not sure if there is a max number. However, if you start doing a lot of activity in a short period of time,
they're going to look at you.
It will flag your account and make it think that you're a bot, and it can actually throttle your account, which will keep you from being seen. It will decrease your visibility, and it will prevent you from sharing or liking anything for a period of time.
That's not good.
So you need to kind of space out your activity and not do a lot at one time.
Sid, Bill Penny, one of our good friends over in my chat. Can you explain closet
clear out?
Close out. I think it means a clear out. Yeah.
Okay, so closet clear out is when Poshmark is covering the shipping discount. So you have to decrease your price 10% of the lowest historical price. And then after you decrease that price, then that price still has to be at least $10 or above. So you can't decrease something from $10 to $9. To 8, it won't work.
Or
so you have to decrease 10% lower than the lowest historical price. Keep it above $10, and it will discount your shipping.
You're not a hoarder until you find a dried dead possum under your death pile. That would qualify. Any update to having taxes for other states you don't live in? Slowly updating, Paul. I just keep checking in. Not much has changed in the last week or two. Why did the mouse leave the house? Because his daddy was a rat. Okay, fair enough. I guess I'm not a big comedian guy. I just don't get jokes. You just made my day. I didn't buy stuff. We have a super chat from Candace Pitt for $9.99. Got to give my pups some treats. Hey, Chewy and Roscoe. Hey, Candace, your favorite pups are here, and they love you to death. You are like their supplier. You're like their drug dealer. They love you. Aaron, thank you for the shout out to the private group. Yeah, guys, if you haven't joined the private group, there's a link below. $49 for the entire year, and you'll get bolos, you'll get help, live Q&As, private videos. Second half of the haul will be up tomorrow, which is going to be awesome. If you missed the first half, you can check our channels again.
Barbara, you need to do one receipt probably for each garage sale, like each lot of stuff that you buy is what I would recommend.
Yeah. I love Candace. She always helps the dogs out. They're like her favorite. You got to come down here and hang out with them, Candace. It'd be awesome. Dog food, just kidding. No, dog treats. Those two don't even know what dog food is. Yeah, some states are already charging the sales tax automatically. QuickBooks since January tracks a lot of that. Yeah, I love QuickBooks. It's my favorite. Alligators are kind of tasty after a few Florida drinks. Yeah, if you ever been to Florida, they serve gator bites here. It's pretty popular.
They're asking you if they can super chat for me. I don't know.
No, you don't have enough subscribers, I don't think. No, it would be right there. I think you have to have 10,000.
Oh, okay.
Church here Monday. If I buy from a yard sale, I carry a simple receipt book. Yep, absolutely. You can follow or unfollow 10,000 people a day on Posh. Wow, that's a lot of people. Is it worth getting the Manager Pro for 15? Manager Pro is included with the premium store. I don't know if it's included with anything else. That's a good question. What's considered a lot of activity on Posh? I don't know if there's a number. Sydney's the coolest.
There's not really a set number. Like if you go and follow like 2,000 people at once, that's gonna
it'll flag them.
It'll make you look suspicious.
Yeah. See, and so it's different. Like on Facebook, if you try to private message like 50 people in a row, then that'll flag it off. Is there a way to automate inventory and sales between eBay and Shopify that actually works? Christine, no. I know how to automate inventory between eBay and Amazon and eBay and Etsy and Amazon and Etsy. Outside of those three, I don't know how to animate it or automate it at all. There are 5 programs that do it. So Sellbrite, Magento, 6-Bit, Crazy Lister, and
Star says I can get super chats if I turn it on.
There's one. Oh, you haven't turned it on. Oh, okay.
How do I turn it on?
You're gonna have to go to your account settings, Creator Studio. You're gonna have to go to Channel. Just gonna turn on super chats right now. I didn't know that you didn't.
It might not do it.
It might be 5,000 subscribers. No, scroll down. There's a super chat option at the end.
Right there. Yep. This is fine.
Scroll down. You can only have donations or super chats on. One or the other. You can't have both.
Enter in all this?
Yeah.
What's my title?
Owner. Yep. For super chat, you only need 1,000 subs. Oh, I don't know. It's been a long time. I have no idea.
Casey just doesn't want me to get super chat.
No, I just don't. I don't know the numbers. I've had super chat for as long as my account's been on. I have no idea. I had 1,000 subscribers like 3 years ago. Okay, Gator's pretty good. A little chewy though. Can you pay for the group with PayPal? Absolutely, 100% PayPal enabled. Good night, Jamie. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. Octiva might be the other one, Candace. Yeah.
Okay, I turned it on.
Sydney, give me your PayPal. I can super chat. She just turned it on. If you wanted to super chat her, she just turned it on. A perfect buy. Thank you for the $2 super chat. That's very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Hey, Casey, thanks for checking my eBay and feedback. Absolutely. If you guys just email me over anytime, Miss Cruz, I'll be happy to look at it. I have 54 active and sold 32 in the past 3 months. I have GoDaddy accounting. Should I switch to QuickBooks? No, most people that like GoDaddy stick to GoDaddy. Most people that like QuickBooks stick to QuickBooks. It's kind of a personal preference, like iPhone, Android. They both do a good job. They're both great. As long as you're using one of them, just stick with what you know. QuickBooks is kind of hard to learn. Some people get confused with it. I've used it for the better part of 5 or 6 or 7 years, so I kind of know everything there is to know about QuickBooks.
I turn on the super chat. I don't know if it's there.
You have to refresh it. Refresh your window. Refresh that window.
Let's see.
Smaller groups are good if you find it hard to keep up with notifications. Absolutely. Does Sydney have a YouTube? Yeah, it is youtube.com/. She's live too at the same time.
Yeah, someone on Casey's channel asked if I had a YouTube.
Do you resell Nike products from Marshalls? I do not. Number one is there's a lot of issues with it. And number two is Florida prices are very, very high.
I just refreshed the window and it's showing up.
Yep.
So if you
just refresh the window,
it should show up.
Justin, thank you for the $2 super chat. I saw you join the group. I appreciate you being in there, supporting me and the channel. And thanks for the super chat, bud.
Mark says, how do bundles work on Poshmark? So bundles are where Poshmark allows people to add in multiple items. So they can go and add multiple. Ooh, Hickory Springs is my first super chat. Yay, thank you. So when you go and add in stuff to a bundle, the person can do that themselves, or you can go in and add things to their bundle and send it to them.
SRT at Kristen Hunt. There are companies like Descartes System Group that integrate. You know, I've heard of that with applications such as Magento and Channel Advisor. Sync your inventory and put it all in one application. So there definitely are third-party ones. I have no idea the prices. I know that like 6-bit and Sellbrite are kind of expensive. They're like 100, 150 bucks a month. There's some more expensive ones even that will do it. Magento can be my old store that I was working on with Dave, Drive Time with Dave. We had like 5,400 items, 6,000 items with quantities. And Dave was paying 500 bucks a month for Magento to handle that. But we were doing, in 1 month, we did $130,000. So
a perfect buy sent me a super chat. Thank you. I feel legit now.
Yeah, your super chat is working. I refreshed mine. Yeah.
Am I official?
You are.
I'm official.
Don't forget, guys, YouTube takes 30% of all super chats. But you'll see the breakdown inside of your ass.
YouTube takes a lot of things.
YouTube takes 55% of all ad revenue. So if we get paid $1,000 on YouTube, just say somebody made $1,000 on YouTube, it means Google/YouTube actually charged the customer like $2,100 or $2,200, and we only got 1,000 of it. So if you make,
they're expensive.
Yeah, the advertisements are really expensive on Google, and so Google takes a big chunk of it, and then super chats they take 30%. So it's less on the super chats, but it's still a lot when you consider that PayPal only takes like 4%. So 2.9 plus 30 comes out to like 3.5, 4. But
oh, thank you, Adam. That's very sweet.
Adam super chat. Look at you rolling in the super chats. You're welcome, Gizmo. Appreciate that. Is this just for Poshmark or also for eBay? For all of it, all the above. Sid helps with Poshmark. I help with eBay, and I just started doing some Amazon stuff. I mean, I've done Amazon for a long time, but I just started helping people.
I can also answer questions about Macari. I mean, I haven't sold a ton on there, but I know how to use the app. So if you need help,
I have no idea with Macari. You have to ask her.
I need to do more with Macari, honestly. I think there is a lot of money to be made on Macari.
Would I suggest a storage unit for room for inventory? If it's close by and you can get to it quickly, yes. Storage unit is something we discussed quite a bit. There's one outside of our neighborhood. It's just across the street from Publix. It was like $175 to $200 a month for a 10 by 10, which would have been enough. So $200 a month is not bad. Way back in the day, the office was like $10.50 a month. So you could definitely get a way cheaper storage unit, climate controlled in most cases, depending on where you live. 10 by 10 is plenty of room to store like your shipping materials, your inventory, and put like a printer on a table, and then you have your whole little sector there.
A perfect buy says, do you use Alibaba or Aliexpress? I personally have never ordered anything from either of those.
I have. I can help with that. Alibaba and AliExpress are kind of the same. AliExpress is more of like a dumbed down version of it. Alibaba has more search etiquette, like gold standard, gold shipper. So like some people, just like eBay, they have like better feedback for different things. Alibaba allows you to sort by those gold standard sellers and all that. There's also more filters on Alibaba's material. And also what's good about Alibaba is there's more options. Like if you search for a Grey Goose bottle, there might be 100,000 options. If you search on AliExpress, there might be 1,000 options. Kind of the reason why AliExpress is less is because they take more time to vet their sellers, which is better, but you have less options. So it's kind of a weighted thing, but you can search both. Ordering, pay with PayPal, always use a credit card to fund it. That way you can file a PayPal chargeback and or a credit card chargeback in the event that something goes terribly wrong. I have ordered directly from China off Alibaba probably 20 times. Never had an issue. Shipping is expensive. I bought a box of iPad cases, mini cases. I bought like 400 of them. I paid $2 a piece. It was $800, and the shipping was like $400. So
Serena's asking, do you trust putting in your credit card info with Alibaba?
Yes. That is the only way that I will do it. And I will typically not put my credit card information in. I will pay with PayPal, and I will fund it instead of through a PayPal balance. I will fund it with a credit card. That way I can file a chargeback with PayPal. And in the event some rare thing happens that I lose the PayPal case, I can then call my credit card and bank and file a chargeback. That way I have 2 ways to fight it.
Christine, I think your super chat did go through. I see it. It doesn't have your name by it, but I think that's yours. So thank you.
Yep. Angelique Hasta in the chat. I know her personally. She's local here. Angelique, the best way to get QuickBooks is to download. Is there a certain one that's best for reselling? So I use QuickBooks Online Simple Start. It is now, it used to be $155 a year. It is now $210 a year. It went up by $60. Thanks a lot. 65, whatever it was. QuickBooks, but Simple Start is the one that I use, and I use their website directly. So Google QuickBooks Online Simple Start. When it pops up, hit register, and then sign up with your email, your name, your business, all that stuff, and then it will charge your credit card. It is the entire year for $210, which comes out to like $17.50 a month if you pay up front. If you don't pay up front, it's like $20 a month.
A Perfect Buy says she uses a prepaid card, which is actually very smart.
That's actually pretty smart too. The problem with a prepaid is I don't think you have any recourse. If you got screwed, you just lose the money. Is there any poignant tips that you were going to give related to the video topic, stop failing at reselling? Yes. So number 1 was people getting booted off for not taking down trademark things. People were being suspended left and right. I saw many of them, and that is a big, huge fail. Number 2 was the shipping topic about the shipping price going up. People were quitting eBay and Posh because of shipping costs going up 30 cents on Posh. It was crazy. Or the eBay USPS price.
Please don't quit Posh over 30 cents.
Please don't quit any platform over 30 cents.
Anything over 30 cents.
Or 50 cents. You know, if shipping went up $5 a package, that would be a little questionable, but you could still work something out to figure it out. There's always a way to make money. I sold my first shoe on Macari. That's awesome. Let's see. Do you, oh, it just skipped. Wait.
Oh, Mark sent me a super chat. Thank you, Mark.
Why don't I use wholesale suppliers? I do. You guys just don't see all of it because I don't share everything. Do you wife do everything you said about work that have to be done, or you get into a lot of fight? I suppose you're talking about Kate, and we don't fight about it. We don't discuss it too much. We both know what we have to do, and we just get it done. Honestly, we just don't talk about it too much. And we don't work in the same like little bubble. We used to a long time ago. It was not good. I'm gone all day, or if we're home, we're in different rooms. It's fine. Dominic rolling out. We'll see you, Dominic. Hey, said I enjoyed sharing the Poshmark. It seems like the feed scrolls so fast. The feed scrolls so quickly. How are your items for sale ever seen?
And that is where the algorithm comes into play. So whenever you're sharing, things are not showing up chronologically. They are showing up according to the algorithm. Yeah. So if a person has liked similar items or looked for similar items, that's going to show up on their feed. And it's just like Instagram. If you like people's pictures on Instagram, the people's pictures that you like the most are going to show up when you open Instagram. So it's not in terms of chronological order. And then also sharing bumps your items up in the search results. So whenever somebody is searching for something, the items show up by default as recently shared. So if you have recently shared your item is going to be higher in the search results. So that, you know, you're sharing to appear in people's news feeds, but you're also sharing to keep your items fresh from the search results.
If Jamie's calling me right now,
our nightly call.
Jamie Pace is
answer.
Is calling.
It's our nightly call, guys. Listen. I don't think that's Jamie.
It is. Hello? Hello? It's nobody.
That's an 800 number. I don't think that's Jamie.
That's odd. Hello? You know what? I recognize the number, actually. 8661. I recognize this number. Usually it's a troll number. I kind of recognize this number. I think it's like a business, but why would they be calling me at 10 o'clock at night?
eBay customer service. Oh, guys, eBay is calling.
Somebody just spoof called me from eBay.
eBay is calling.
eBay did not call me at 10 o'clock at night. Anyways.
It says when someone shares your item, it goes to their feed, but not the showroom's correct. Correct. So that's going to go to their feed. The showroom is based also on the algorithm. Different items, different trends, different keywords can trigger it. The showrooms, you really have no control over. No. The sharing doesn't necessarily put your item into.
What are they talking about? Hans? Who is Hans? Hands? What are they talking about? Where? Somebody asked how. Trey asked, "How hard do I actually work?" When I start working, this is the thing about me. No, so here's the thing with me. Yeah, they spoof called me with eBay. Yeah, eBay's not calling me at 10 o'clock at night. I assure you.
That is debatable.
I wish I could get my hands on Hans. He needs a beatdown. Who is Hans?
Who is Hans?
No, it didn't say eBay was calling, but I Googled the number and it's eBay's customer service number. I told you I knew the number. I've dialed it enough. It's not even saved in my phone.
We will see you later.
Good night.
Thanks for watching.
I didn't know who was calling, but I did recognize the eBay number. I just don't have it saved in my phone. I never had it saved in my phone. I don't even know why. I should have it saved in my phone.
Martha, the Posh search pulls from the title and the description. Google search pulls from the title, but if you have keywords in your description, it will also pull from that.
Sharing and following on Poshmark seems mind-numbing to me. It can be a little boring, but it's part of the algorithm. It's part of the business, and it's just something you have to get used to. Hans was a foul-mouthed troll higher in the chat. Oh, I missed one of the trolls? Oops. I guess I missed a troll. Somebody said they wanted to beat him up, but I guess I missed him. Oops. What did he say? I didn't even see what he said. Anyways. Oh, he's the one that disrespected Sydney. I didn't even see it. I'm getting my eBay store closed. No, see, the senior vice president has my cell phone number, as well as the CFO and a couple other people. They would definitely be texting me like, yo, dog, you messed up.
Is someone in your house? Someone peeked in the door. Back there?
Is somebody in my house? Somebody peeked in the door. That's my bedroom door. We don't actually have a real door to our bedroom. Our house is really weird. Just don't ask. But our house is weird. That's our front door.
Barbara, thank you for watching.
That's our front door in our dining room. That's a steamer my parents let me borrow. Thanks, Mom. Shout out to Mama Rockstar for letting me steam the carpets.
Your rug steamer?
Yeah. And see that's our door to our bedroom right there. It's not actually like a closing door like that. It's just one of those double swing doors. It's really odd what we have. The people that lived here before were weird. Anyways, if you saw somebody poke their head out that door, it's probably Kate walking between our bedroom and our bathroom, I would assume. Unless she's trolling us and like just poked her head out there being a creeper.
Kate's our behind the scenes.
She's like a creeper, yeah. I've seen Hans in another chat trolling. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out for Hans. Does QuickBooks integrate with eBay? Yes, it does, but I don't like their importing. I think it sucks. I do everything manually. I saw a good question. Oh, I was on the topic. Trey said, do I work hard? So here's the thing about me. No, but here's the legit, and I'll be completely honest with everyone. There are times that I just lay around and don't do anything. Like absolutely positively 100% a fact. I won't deny it. But when I sit down and I start working, I'm like on it, like one thing after another. But I have these bursts where like it's an hour or two of working and then like I need an hour or two of not working. I just burst everything. Like I just once I'm like ready to go, I'm like boom, like brrr, videos, emails, messages, listings, whatever it is, I'm just on it. And then I got to relax. So that's kind of my thing. But when I work hard, I do work hard. I absolutely do. And I get a lot accomplished in a little bit of time because I'm able to like transfer between everything in a million. Jamie Pace has got to be trolling me because this is a Fort Lauderdale number. Yes, Jamie, how can I help you? Jamie. Hello.
Good evening, 3-Coin Steiner. How may I help you?
Who's this?
Good evening, 3-Coin Steiner. How may I help you?
You called me?
No, you guys called us.
This is a business line, and my phone just rang and I answered it. I love when people are like, you called me. I'm like, no, I didn't. I can show you the incoming call.
The steamer is not a local flip. He's keeping
No, I'm keeping that. Does QuickBooks integrate with Bank of America? Yes, it does integrate with your bank too. Dog Top, Dog TOP, taught me so much. Question, how can I list faster? I sell books on Amazon, but get a lot that I can list on eBay. Problem is it takes time, 15 minutes to book with pics and taking too much time, supply growing too fast. Dog Top, first, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Very kind of you. listing faster on eBay is a problem that everybody has. So my solution to that is definitely improve your photo. With books, you should be able to list a lot faster. You should be at a max of probably 10 minutes. You should be able to do it in probably like 8 minutes. Our recommendation at 6 minutes per item is 10 items an hour. So if you can do it 8 items an hour, you should be able to do it in about, say, 7 minutes per will put you at 56. So you get like 7 1/4, like 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And you can list 8 items an hour. With books, you should be able to line them up and photograph front, back, some inside pages. I think a book should photograph in less than a minute. 1 minute, like front, flip it over, back, open it up, couple pictures, whatever. And then, so after you photograph the books and you line them up, take all the photographs, you should be able to sit and have a template made with a book template, like ISBN, condition, title, etc. And you should be able to fill that in probably under 2 minutes max. So that's 3 minutes. And then your item specifics and your price and your best offer, whatever, in 2 more minutes. That's 5. I've given you almost 8 minutes to list it. Really, you should be getting done, 6, 7 items, books, at least in an hour. So if you just work for 3 hours, you could get 20 books up. That's just my thought. He's saying 15 minutes a book. I think that's entirely too long. 3-way call. It probably was Jamie. He had to go list, AKA go prank call me.
No, what he did is he called you and he called some other number at the same time.
I know what he did. He 3-way called. I know what he did. 3 Coins Diner. I don't even know what 3 Coins Diner is. It's in Tampa. Where is it at? He called a diner in Seminole Heights, Florida. That's where the shootings happen. I know exactly where it is. I'm looking.
Why would he do that?
Of all the places he could have called, he called.
Gonna send us food?
He called the most ghetto. Yeah, send us food for sure. Great. He called the most.
Thank you so much.
He called one of the most ghetto in the ghetto. Like, I'm sorry, judge me all you want. There are bad neighborhoods of every city, and this is about one of the worst neighborhoods in all of Tampa. Let me tell you, when I go to the pawn shops, I stop before I get to this road because this is the cutoff. It isn't the worst part of Tampa imaginable. Oh my God. Not even kidding. Straight up. Look. You think I'm kidding.
Why would he call there?
He called the diner shop.
Why did he pick that one?
I don't know. I know right where it is.
Their food looks decent.
Their food looks decent. They got breakfast.
It looks really decent, actually.
Look at the inside. He called the 3 Coins Diner. Wow. Way to go, Jamie Pace. They even have an outside balcony you can eat.
The food looks decent.
It's not that far, actually. There's Ybor. There's downtown.
Right.
It's up there.
Okay, back to your chat.
Okay,
they can't see what we see.
3 Coins Diner. He's a goof. Thanks for the food idea. The fucking diner. I can't find Sydney on YouTube. Her link is right here. I'm putting it in. There you go. It's in the chat. Could have at least sent us Uber Eats. Yeah, I'm all about that.
Yeah, pizza, cookies.
3-way call Jamie back to the Chinese diner. That'd be pretty funny. I do. Oh my God, he's now calling.
It's a different number. It's a different number.
Now I have to look up. this number. 4213 before I answer it. Pepitos. He called it a Latin American place. I'm gonna absolutely smack him in the head. Jamie's an idiot. Okay, anyway, Sydney, can you write this in the chat, your YouTube account and Poshmark? Yeah, her Poshmark is Sydney.
They're all the same.
Yeah, it's Sydney L or Sydney L2.
It's all the same.
Or her YouTube is www.youtube.com/Sydney L. I'll link it all down below later. But anyways, you should run a seasonal reseller Airbnb in Florida. I don't know.
A perfect buy. I put my closet on vacation mode prior so that I could move. But prior to that, they were pretty good. They're pretty consistent.
Made our first sale on Poshmark Moonrock. There you go. 1 leads to 2 leads to 10. Mm-hmm. Justin says you can eat your food while watching someone get carjacked outside. In that neighborhood, I would not stop and eat lunch there in the middle of the day.
Do you have Postmates here?
Mm-hmm. Somebody just honked outside my
Jamie
my
Pace
house.
is going to show up at the front door.
Yeah, we have Postmates. Yep. Anywhere. Yep. Okay, so we're going to jump off live in just a few minutes, even though my channel's not
Alexander live. Scott, did I declutter my items before moving? Yes.
Ah!
Yes.
Sorry.
I am purging. Yes, I did.
Anybody? Oh, I had a question for the chat. Let's reverse this Q&A. Has anybody watched this crazy little 5-foot Japanese girl, Maria Kondo, on Netflix?
Tidying up.
It's called Tidying Up. Everyone made a big deal out of it like a week ago or 2 weeks ago after the whole Slobbies thing passed over, which it's crazy how these fads last for all of like a week. Maria Kondo, Konda. Marie Kondo, whatever.
She's wonderful.
She's Japanese. She's she does not speak English. She has a translator that goes to people's houses and she takes every bit of clutter and junk that you have and declutterizes it and organizes it and uses stuff that you already have to help you organize your crap, essentially. And God, if she came to my house, she would have an absolute aneurysm in that room. Our house
Have you watched any of those shows?
I watched the two you guys had on.
There's some pretty bad houses on there.
There are some bad ones. I still have a bad cough.
It's like not as bad as Hoarders, but almost.
Might be a good time. So a lot of people were talking about dumping. A lot of people were watching her show and declutterizing and then taking a bunch of stuff to thrift stores. So thrift stores were having like a lot of extra inventory. I didn't see it, although we did pretty well in the last couple of days. Is it 813 Rockstar? I wish. If I could have that phone number, it'd be awesome. Paul actually knows my phone number, so it's okay.
Yeah,
when could you
I don't agree with her thing about books. I don't agree with throwing away books because we're like people are doing digital books now, and I like real books.
Oh my God.
I don't like to throw away.
Whoever's prank calling me is now calling me from Miami, Florida. 672. Oh God. Dash 672 dash.
Is it Jamie?
I don't know, 2395. He probably called a pizza place now. He called me from Miami. He called a towing place in Miami. Jesus.
Yes, please come get the I-8. Whoever is calling.
Do I need to charge tax on all my listings? If you're talking about sales tax, no. It's only 2 people in your state, and if your state's not automatically collecting. What is the best account to start with? And if you choose the personal, if you have 50 of one item, is that counted as 50 listings or one listing quantity? That is counted. If you list an item with quantity 50, it will deduct 50 items from your limits, from your selling limits. If you are listing 50 $10 items, it will deduct $500 from your amount listing limit. So yes, the quantities do count. Otherwise, people could kind of get around that. It would be kind of pointless. Put the phone down and walk away. Tell Jamie to put the phone down and walk away. He keeps trolling me.
Tell Jamie to send
He's now calling me from another Miami number. Jesus.
Tell Jamie to send us some food.
Yeah, if you're going to prank call me, at least send some food.
Can you like send a pizza or something?
Yeah, Italian would be good. He's now calling another towing shop in South Beach. Jesus.
A perfect buy. I have done some reseller mystery boxes. Yes.
Jamie's
I actually really enjoy doing them.
Mystery boxes. I had a few mystery boxes sent to me that I unboxed.
I liked curating them.
Do the ratings of Aliexpress affect my ordering? Yes, I only do it from gold selling sellers. Your mission, should you choose to accept it. This is the highlight of Jamie's night. It probably is. Oh, the girl told you to kiss and hug. Did she tell them to do that? Kiss and hug their old clothes before they get rid of them?
Yeah. So
that is gross.
You have to.
Star will lose her mind.
You have to get all of your clothes out of your closet, and you have to put them in a mountain on your bed. And then one by one, you pick it up, and you decide if this sparks joy.
That is gross.
And
look at all these missed calls that Jamie's trying to pull.
If it does not spark joy, then you thank it. You have to thank it.
Is this real life?
Yes. You have to thank it. And then you put it away.
What is the best account to start with? If you mean eBay, depends on how many listings you have. Basic to starter store. You shouldn't upgrade to a premium store until you have about 300 to 325 listings. I think it changed a little bit with the upgrade, but it used to be like 320. If Jason Deason was here, he knows it. 325. That's the premium store where you get 1,000 free listings at $60. Other than that, you should be on the $21 one. If you've just began, you can start with a starter one that's like $6.95.
Do Casey's used clothes spark joy?
No, the only ones that spark joy are my Robert Graham shirts. Everything else sucks. I hate clothes. I hate buying clothes. I hate spending money on clothes.
They spark joy because they sparkle.
Yes, my sparkle shirt sparks lots of joy. So does my stranger shirt, but I don't have it on. I wore it yesterday.
A perfect buy says we should be on Netflix. We probably should.
I definitely should have a Netflix show just based on my life.
Go to the Salvation Army.
When I get to yell at people who park out front in the fire lane, I should definitely have a live.
Yes, that should be its own special.
I should have a special just for everywhere. Like angry parking wars. Like, oh God, I cannot stand people that park in handicap spots and fire emergency lane parking in front of doors that don't belong there. Like, I literally want to commit a felony and kick their car and cause more than $300 in damage. I cannot stand it. I'm gonna get shot one day from somebody that's angry at me. There's no doubt about it.
Because you cannot deal with your anger.
I can't. Jamie is our resident troll. Caddo Creek Traders, thank you, Trey, for the $5 super chat. Trey is one of our favorites. We love him. On our PayPal account, eBay Inc. shipping, do we have to pay use tax on these transactions? The sales tax is based on the total of the transaction, the item plus the shipping. So if you sell an item for 20 plus 5 shipping, it's 25. Your sales tax is based on that. Do you know the limit in which eBay reports income to IRS? It's actually PayPal that reports it, but it's 20,000 and 200 transactions. But if you're under that, you have to report your income. Do not ignore it. Do not ignore it.
Lynn Shark Picker says stranger danger.
Yeah. Paul DeLeo says he made it 10 minutes inside of Marie's show, and that was it. I would hate if that woman came to my house. I'd have to kiss so much.
It's kind of hard to watch. I'm not going to lie.
She drives me nuts.
It's kind of hard to watch her do these things. And it's hard to watch these people going through all of their stuff.
Ricky Thomas just had probably the idea of the week. I should make a video kissing and thanking my clothes. Making it a live show. Be kind of good. I just donated an entire Walmart bag of my clothes last week because I haven't touched them in like 2 years.
You should have sold those on Poshmark as Rockstar Originals.
They're like 2-3 years old.
Autograph them.
Someone here in Florida. Oh yeah, the guy, that was a huge story. The guy got really mad at another dude that parked in a handicap spot, and they ended up shooting him and killing him.
I feel like I heard about that.
Yeah. And then they called it self-defense, and then they arrested him, and then they called it self-defense, and they arrested him again. It was crazy. In fact, I don't even know what ended up being the end result of that. That was about 6 months to a year ago. He might be in jail. I'm not even sure. Is Sydney your sister? Nope. Do we look related? I don't think we do. I don't look like anybody. Everyone says Dave looked like my dad or my brother. That was crazy. A lot of people park in handicap spots that do not have handicap plates. And a lot of people park in the emergency fire lanes that are not. I had a lady literally weeks ago tell me that she was the fire department, parked in the emergency lane with a Mercedes S50. I wanted to kick her taillights in. And anyways, okay.
Star says, is Sydney your sister?
Tyler, you have to report your income. You made $300. You have to report it. You might not owe taxes on it because it's so little. You have to report it. Stop. It's called tax evasion. You will go to jail. I feel like you might be young, but you need to get better advice and get help. Yeah, Noelle lives in Washington, so they're auto collecting, definitely. Is eBay going to do anything about the fees not automatically coming out when the purchase is made that you know of? No, it's always been that way. It will always be that way. You either pay it as you go or it's auto taken out at the month. Is there any going to be an after dark show? That's actually, we should do an resellers after dark. Stand your ground law. Bear kitty. Yeah, that was the law that was enacted during that handicap shooting, stand your ground. But they thought it was self-defense, and then they said it wasn't, and then they said it was. I'd have to look it up. He's in jail. I thought so. I thought he actually went back to jail. I knew it. Oh yeah, Paul from the buyer's side. Yeah, the use tax on the buyer's side. He's right. Most people don't understand that. Mother's mustache said, Daddy Dave, I just spit my water. It's crazy because people thought Dave was my dad or like an uncle or something. Dave's older than me, but he's not that much older than me. He's going to kill me for this. He just turned 50 December 1st. His birthday's December 1st. It's really easy to remember.
He's probably watching this.
No, he's definitely in bed. He's so old. He just turned 50 on December 1st, and I'm going to be 34. So he's got me by 16 years. So he definitely has some time on me, but not that much time. Gizmo's still trying to figure out who Sydney is. Sydney is Sydney. Hi. She wouldn't lie to you about a thing like that. Bonus points if you know where that line is from for the 8th time in my show.
I don't know any of these movies he's referencing tonight.
That's a show from a line from MASH, by the way.
Why am I not surprised?
Sydney is Sydney. See, Mother's mustache agreed with me. Farm girl. Noelle says she never got the handicap sticker. You definitely deserved it after what you went through. 50 is almost dead. I'm going to screenshot that for Dave. 50 is almost dead. Jesus. I almost unmuted my computer, not remembering that I couldn't unmute it. 50 is the new 30. Please, dear God, do not encourage Dave at 50 is the new 30.
When you're 50, you're going to be saying 50 is the new 30.
I'm not 50 yet. I still got 16 years. Good. It's a lot of time. All right, we got to get off here. We got stuff to do. Am I afraid of the dark?
10:30.
I know. We got to play Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes.
Am I afraid of the dark? No. Do you know what I'm afraid? I'm afraid of 3 things. There's 3 things that I've always been afraid of. 2 of them are obvious, and 1 of them is not. Does anybody know the 3 things? Kate, you want to chime in?
Spiders.
No. She knows 1 of them. No, she knows 2 of them.
Needles.
Needles. Needles is 1. Nobody's sticking me with needles. Although I have a tattoo on my back, which is crazy.
Things that you're afraid of.
Needles is definitely 1. I hate needles.
Screw it. Like a physical thing?
1 of them is, yeah. No, the doctor's needles, whatever. Call it all you want. All
it's not spiders?
Anybody know? No.
Is it an animal?
No. Marilyn. I am scared of my old stomping grounds. There's no doubt about it.
Thank you so much for my super chat.
The IRS? Okay, I'm scared of 4 things. The IRS, I'm definitely scared of. Scared of Jamie Pace? Absolutely.
So needles?
Gators? No, I'm not scared of anything animals. No animals. Not afraid of midgets either. Little people. They're not midgets.
Clowns.
No. Clowns don't bother me.
Was it anything at Halloween Horror Nights?
Close though.
Ghosts?
No.
Aliens?
I don't like funerals. I don't like hearing about dead people. I don't like knowing someone died.
So not actually dying.
No, I'm afraid of death of dying. I don't ever want to die. I'm never going to die. I'm awesome. I'm amazing. I won't die.
So what is the third?
1 is needles, like doctors' needles. I just don't like hospitals' needles, but mainly needles. Like doctors, I can go into hospitals and like deal with it. But if it's for me or I've got to get a needle or something, forget it. Needles, no. Death, hate death. I hate funerals. I hate dead people. I hate all of it. Like,
so really your fear is being uncomfortable.
Somewhat. Stupid people don't bother me. They're entertaining. Feet, Dave. No, not afraid of Dave.
That's debatable.
Sometimes I'm afraid of Dave. Next round of drinks on me. Yeah, so death, I don't like needles. And the third thing
Were those the 2 obvious ones?
Those are the 2 obvious ones most people know about. Well, she knows about. The third one is pretty it's pretty easy. Should be.
eBay?
No, I've only told you 100. Everyone knows this one. Monogamy? No. Ryan's afraid of clowns. I have no idea.
I said clown.
No, I'm not afraid of clowns. I don't care about clowns. Diane hates needles too. Darren said. Darren and Diane had lunch with me. They're awesome.
Losing your phone?
Not having my phone is an anxiety, not a fear.
Losing money? Failing? Failing.
Nope. You're so far off. The Goodwill bends. Yep, good call. I'm going to give you guys another second to guess, but I'll give you a hint. It's in this house right now, and it's pretty close to me. STDs. No.
Me?
No. Scared of buying another Beamer? Absolutely. Commitment? No. It's in this house. It's not a physical item, but it's a thing.
It's in the house.
It's in the house right now. It is a physical thing, actually, I guess, I suppose. It's on the other side of this wall.
The dishwasher?
Scared of the dishwasher. Dishwasher's my best friend. Refilling the dishwasher, I'm scared of. Cleaning? No. Kate? No. The dog? No.
The oven?
I don't have a wife, Don. Sorry, no.
The oven? The refrigerator?
I'm scared of all of you in this YouTube chat. There's no doubt about it.
The other side, the couch, the TV.
You're close. You're really close.
To the fireplace?
Come on, Kate.
Let's go look. There's a lamp.
Nope. Oh, Fantastic Tennessee Finds is the closest. No.
It's on the other side of the wall?
Straight ahead.
The TV?
The Wrecking Crew. No, she's close. I'll give you a hint. Fantastic Tennessee Finds guessed The Matrix. Not scared of The Matrix, but you're the closest one so far.
An alternate universe?
The Dark. Ooh, getting a little closer. No.
The Unknown?
No.
The Window?
The Matrix is the closest. The TV and The Matrix. Oh, Moonrock Thrift and Flip says DVDs. Yup. Ding, somebody's close. You're halfway there.
Movies? The Strangers.
The Strangers. Yes. I am terrified of the movie The Strangers. I absolutely cannot stand The Strangers. And
Why did it take us so long?
I don't know. You guys failed because I just wore the shirt yesterday. Scary movies. I love scary movies, but I hate The Strangers.
I'm scared of the Hickory Springs says the Amazon Echo. I'm a little afraid of that.
I'm afraid of Alexa too. Show us your house.
She doesn't do what I tell her to do.
I can't show you my whole house, but I can show you some of it. That's our front door right there. That's my bedroom. We're in my office area. That's our computer office area right there. My computer desk, glass door outside. We got our lighting kit set up. We're sitting here at our bar table. And then we have a bar right there. And then we have a dining room over there.
The Strangers was actually filmed in South Carolina, and in college, me and my roommates went and found the house.
Why do I wear the Strangers shirt when I'm scared of the Strangers? That's a great question.
He's obsessed with that.
So the shirt's amazing, and I got it in the DVD pack because we bought it, and I was getting the DVD, and Kate made me get the DVD pack with the shirt that came with it, you know, like the little combo things.
Oh, I thought you found it at Goodwill.
So it came in the DVD pack, and so I stuffed it in the back of the drawer. I never wore it. It still had the tag on it. For like 5 or 6 years, it laid in the drawer, and I would not touch it. I was scared of it. And I finally put it on one day, and now I've worn it. It's awesome. Something just barked. Something is right. That was, I think it was Roscoe. I think it was the Yorkie. I'm not sure. Everyone always asks to see the dogs. I'll go get them real quick. And then we're going to have to go. We have to go in a minute. So let me show you guys the dogs.
Release the hounds.
Come on, let's go, buddies. You guys want to go?
Chewy!
Come here, buddy. No.
Rawr.
Wrecking Crew. Here they are.
Say hi.
Hi, buddies. Here they are. Wrecking Crew.
They're so cute.
All right, we're going to put him down. He's freaking out.
Yes, you're scaring them.
Gotcha, buddy. Look, there you go.
Hello, yes. Yes.
This is the Wrecking Crew. Anybody new to the channel?
Friend.
This is our 5-year-old Yorkie, Roscoe P. Right, buddy? You love me. Ah, thank you. And then this is our, we don't know how old, Havanese rescue possible dog that we rescued off the street.
He's so sweet.
He's daddy's boy.
Are those the Strangers' dogs?
These are the Strangers. Come on, buddy. Come in. All right, we gotta go. We gotta get with Kate.
Thank
we gotta
you
go
guys
play
so much
Kingdom
for
Hearts.
coming to our show.
Thanks
We're
for
gonna go play Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, thanks for hanging.
I've got some work to do.
They look like little bears. They are. They had a haircut like a month ago. Now they've grown out. Kate, thanks for being patient in the other room. Sorry. All right, guys. Appreciate the comments. We'll see you next time. I'm going to end the show. And if you have any more questions, leave them in the comment. Check out the group. If you're not a part of the group, we miss you. We want you in there. Please don't second guess yourself. Join the group. Use the link below. $49 for the whole year. You can't beat it. $4 a month. That's one coffee. Give up the coffee, guys. Cut the coffee out.
Yes, I will add all the links to my description box.
She'll add it to hers too. And we are way more fun than a Starbucks coffee inside of the group. I promise you. We have the second part of the private hall and everything else in there this weekend. So make sure you're part of it.
We have a ton of stuff to film.
Yes. So see us there.
Bye, guys.
Adios.